Hello everybody, my name's Etienne, I'm from Nottingham, and I just wanted to say it's a real honour to be stood here in front of people who care, people who want to take some responsibility and want to act in the face of so many difficulties that we face right now. And I'm really grateful to be here. We are living in historic times right now, I believe. We are in the middle of a climate and ecological emergency, devastating floods and fires, droughts and famines all around the world. We're in the middle of a cost of living crisis, which is a scandal looked on by our government. We're also witnessing a brutal and savage war in the Ukraine, built like so many on the backs of fossil fuels. And all of these crises are all pointing us in one direction. We have an over-reliance on fossil fuels. Our lives have got a stranglehold upon them with these fossil fuels. In the recent IPCC report released by the United Nations, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, Secretary General of the United Nations, the world's top diplomat, Antonio Guterres, used very clear and undiplomatic language for the world's top diplomat. He shifted the focus of responsibility away from individuals to recycle and walk and not use their cars. He shifted the responsibility towards the real culprits, the governments and corporations. And I'm going to quote him here. He says, the high-emitting governments and corporations are not just turning a blind eye to the climate and ecological emergency, they are adding fuel to the flames. He followed up even more strongly, very shortly after that, saying that expanding fossil fuel infrastructure at this time was moral and economic madness. Yet just a few days later, our government announced in its new energy strategy exactly that. It announced a massive expansion in fossil oil, gas and coal fields. It caved into its own lobbyists who are trying to prevent the cheapest and quickest form of renewable energy, onshore renewables, that would help people with the cost of living crisis right now from being expanded. They neglected to do another thing that would help people right now who are shivering, people are going to choose between heating and eating this coming winter. They could have announced a massive retrofit scheme that would provide thousands of jobs, create thousands of good jobs in this country. They did not do any of those things. And let's be clear, they sided with the fossil fuel companies. And these policies, these ideas are killing people right now in this country, and they're killing people right now all across the world in invisible ways. So our government right now is making choices that are killing us. And now myself and Extinction Rebellion are standing in resistance to that. The social contract between the government and its citizens is broken. We cannot be with them anymore if they are killing us. We have to stand against them. So Extinction Rebellion have a really simple demand that the government could grant tomorrow. We're demanding no new fossil fuel investments, an end to fossil fuel subsidies, and to grant no new fossil fuel licenses. What we really want is a cross-section of ordinary people brought together in a citizens' assembly to chart a fair and rapid path to a decarbonised economy. We call this a citizens' assembly, and I believe a citizens' assembly of ordinary people would create a way to get to that fairer, safer, happier, more sustainable world that we all need. Now, the workers in the fossil fuel industries and workers in highly carbon intensive industries are often told by our climate denialist press that they should fear that green transition, that they should fear a future free of fossil fuels. But I actually believe that there's nobody going to be thrown under the bus if ordinary people are in the room when we are deciding our future. The climate movement and Extinction Rebellion is founded on care and support and looking after people, and that's just not going to happen. We stand with all workers all around the world. We stand with all beings being exploited in this toxic system. We will not let it happen. So now we're calling on all of you, good people here, to search deep inside yourselves, to take that moment to listen to that voice of conscience inside. I'm asking you to think about how you can dismantle those barriers that are internal and external to you, that stop you from standing in resistance to this government. The PCSC bill, the Police Crime and Sentencing Bill, which has revealed our government's true colours and its authoritarian tendencies. There is not enough room in the prisons, in the police vans, in the police cells for all of us good people in the world. That's not gonna work. The maths doesn't work. There are some people who we know who standing in resistance is a much more difficult and dangerous proposition. And we have to respect that and understand that. We ask them still to join. We will support you if you want to stand. And we can find lots of ways for everybody to participate. But we need many more people to search inside themselves and stand up against this absolute ecocidal, genocidal government. So I'm calling on you here today to step up and be counted. There is no time before the next election. Our government is making decisions right now that are going to condemn thousands of people in this country and millions of people around the world to miserable futures and to death. There's nobody here that would vote for that. Yet our government presses on undemocratically. So let us join together in resistance. Let us take those risks. Let us use civil disobedience, peaceful civil disobedience, a tool that has been proven time and again to gum up the cogs of this vicious system. Let us use those methods. Let's join together and let's end this. Let's stop the harm. Let's end fossil fuels and let's turn our way towards a better future for us all. And if not now, when? And if not you, good people, who? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Etienne from XR. Just to let you know the running order, because we're now on